K2 News This Morning, Emmy Award winner for Best Morning Newscast. From K2 News, this is breaking news.
President Trump's inconceivable insistence that we need federal troops in Portland does not address the real concerns in our communities. We do not need or want federal troops in Oregon, stoking fear, creating conflict, and frankly escalating a situation that is under control.
In general, it could shut this down, which would be great. How we can have our community back, how we can sleep at night.
Governor Tina Kotek and the community speaking out tonight after President Trump announced that he is sending federal troops to Portland. Kotek writing on social media that her office had not been notified why the troops were being deployed in the first place. And right now, we want to get to our team coverage. We have K2's Jennifer Singh, who is on your side at the ICE facility in Southwest Portland, where over 200 people are gathered right now. This is a live look of the situation. Local and congressional leaders urging the community to stay peaceful this weekend. We've been on the ground covering the situation since it started to unravel just last night. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for a special edition of K2 News. I'm Barry Mangold. We have a lot to get to. First, here's a look at a map of the Portland ICE facility where federal agents are being deployed. You can see the facility is south of downtown. Close to the facility are also multiple apartment buildings. And we've told you that within the past few months, some residents there have made complaints about noise coming from and outside the facility. And now here's the social media post by President Trump that he put up this morning. He said, quote, "At the request of Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, I am directing Secretary of War Pete Hegseth to provide all necessary troops to protect war-ravaged Portland and any of our ICE facilities under siege from attacks by Antifa and other domestic terrorists. I am also authorizing full force if necessary." Now let's get to K2's Jennifer Singh, again live for us outside the ICE facility in Southwest Portland. So, Jennifer, what are you seeing there now? What is the scene?
Well, it's definitely gotten a lot louder in the past hour or so. Earlier, there was a silent march of about 200 people, but the times have changed, and I'll have you take a look behind me. That's where there are more than a couple dozen people dressed in black. Just about 15 minutes ago, we actually did witness a short clash between officials and the people out here. At least one person shoved, but we are unsure of any other details. Now, a lot of people here say they are frustrated with President Donald Trump's announcement to send federal troops here to Portland. And officials have announced a couple of times here to say if anyone does cross the threshold near the gates, they do face arrest. Now, there also has been a helicopter. You may hear that in the background with all the lights off overhead, but we're uncertain if that is in relation. Now, we did talk with some people earlier this evening about why they were out here. This is what one person had to say about why he came out here earlier.
This is the first time I've been out here. I mean, I've been reading for a long time about ICE and about the protests that have been going on, but I know that our city gets this loud and unfair reputation that, oh, everything's on fire, everything's a disaster, but you come here and it's peaceful.
However, others say the opposite, especially after dark, and says there is a need for more federal troops to protect Portlanders in the area. Take a listen.
Every night there's tons of protesters basically being vagrants on the street. The people that live in all these buildings right here have hell to go through. They are making noise constantly, even when nobody from ICE is outside. So for hours, they will be out here just disrupting the public here that lives here. For a half an hour, ICE has to open their gates for whatever reason they open their gates. But these people have to deal with it 24/7.
Now, there are still a lot of questions to be answered, and we are trying to get those answered for you. But for now, I will stay out here and bring you any updates as they develop. But I'll send it back to you, Barry. For live downtown Southwest Portland, Jennifer Singh, K2 News.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. We will see you back here on K2 News at 11. And also today, Governor Tina Kotek and other elected leaders are urging Portlanders to, quote, not take the bait. K2's Victor Park is on your side with what President Trump told Kotek today.
You can see that this city is safe and calm, and it is a beautiful day to be here.
Oregon Governor Tina Kotek and other elected officials responding to Trump's deployment of federal agents to Portland. Kotek saying she spoke with both Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and President Trump after seeing his social media post.
I have been abundantly clear with them that Portland and the state of Oregon believe in the rule of law, and we can manage our own local public safety needs. There is no insurrection, there is no threat to national security, and there is no need for military troops in our major city.
What was President Trump's response to you during those conversations? And also, are you planning to sue the federal government alongside Mayor Keith Wilson, similar to what California did when troops arrived there?
Well, I think this is a very fluid situation, so I'm not going to speak to future actions. He thinks there are elements here that create an insurrection. I told him there is no insurrection here and that we have this under control. I have complete faith in Portland Police and Chief Day to make sure that we're holding people accountable if they cross the line.
Mayor Keith Wilson saying he plans to send a message to the White House.
On Monday, I will gather with a dozen regional mayors to sign a joint statement modeled after that of Mayor Brandon Johnson of Chicago, who received the same ugly threat of military deployment as Portland now has.
Meanwhile, leaders...
And we have much more to talk about. We are running out of time here. See us at 11 here on K2.